Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got an interesting one. I removed some bees from a tree and I filmed the whole process. My uncle's brother informed me that he had a tree on his property that had bees in it. So last year, first part of October I believe it was, I went and checked them out. And it looked like it was going to be a smaller hive, so I decided to leave them alone because I thought their best chance to survive the winter was to be left alone with everything they had stored in the tree. And if I cut them out then, it would disrupt them and they wouldn't have enough time to build up before it got really cold. So I just left them there and they overwintered in the tree. And come springtime, I was a little concerned that they hadn't made it because we had a really cold snap there, middle of winter. And but to my surprise, they did just fine. So without further ado, here's the video.
So this was in early October of 2022, and as you can see, there was just a hole in the side of the tree. The bees were coming and going. My big concern was here on top. You can see long cracks that run the length of the tree. Figured that the rain might go down in there in the wintertime and get them wet and freeze them out. The tree was down over a hill and in a little bit of a valley with a creek down the bottom. And here you can see we put a piece of flashing over top of those cracks just to deflect some of the water and cold rain. And it's a good thing we did too, because here come winter.
Evening, and we are talking about three things in particular here. Major Arctic blast really going to invade most of the country as we get into the early stages of next week. Of course, it is cold through a lot of the country already, but it's going to get much colder. Upper Midwest, parts of the deep south and southern plains. Watch what happens though as we get into Friday. It makes its way down into the North Gulf Coast. We're talking 8 degrees by 7 o'clock in Chicago.
So when spring came, I kind of had my doubts that they would be okay. But as you can see, to my surprise, they were doing very well. They were bringing in lots of pollen, and it was a good, healthy colony in there. So it was time to figure out how to get these bees. One thing that we did, we hooked up a chainfall on this small tree right here and tied it to the bigger tree. And the idea is to cut little pieces off from the tree and let it slowly drop down so that we can get it down to where we can work on it. As you can see, the part that has the flashing over it's where the bees are. It's way too high in the air because of the the valley and the creek down there. So we slowly lowered it down. Now guys, I want to apologize for all the heavy breathing in this. I have my mic inside my veil, so it's right against my mouth. It makes for a lot of heavy breathing.
Let's just get up out of here and
Take a little break.
take a little break. Let the bees calm down.
All right.
And I'll get my drill. We'll take that off. And
So the first thing we had to do was remove the flashing, and that would allow us to start using the chainsaw and cut an access in the side of the tree where we could actually get into the hive. Now this is my uncle's brother Larry. He helped out through the whole project, and I was really glad to have his help.
I see a bee peeking at me there through the crack. It's about as inconvenient as it gets.
yeah.
was trying to get the chainsaw in there until I started to feel it open up. So I didn't want to go too far and destroy any comb.
Can you tell anything?
Well, it definitely goes that way. And it definitely goes this way. It could be big. I guess I'll open that end up a little bit. I kind of figured with as much activity was going in and out earlier that this was a little bit bigger hive. Amazing how they can store stuff in such a small space. Oh, gotta put it on there. All the way back up in there.
Is that full of honey right there?
No, that's empty. Yeah. Yeah, it's just all empty comb there. It goes on past that. It looks like the main activity's right in here though. That looks like maybe they haven't used that end of it for a while. I'm hoping they're clear, not clear back in here. Alrighty, let's try her again. Whew. I think we might have got lucky. Hit the termites. Well, there she be. Yeah, they ain't liking that too much. Yeah. I can hear them back in there getting fussy. Are they? Are they hitting you at all? No, they're pretty chilled out. I'm trying not to damage their comb as much as possible. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let me look here. can find the queen.
You don't need me down there, do you?
Nah, that should be all right.
I hope so. I don't know whether I can handle it or not.
Make you nervous? Yeah, I put my knife down somewhere. Oh, there it is. Got to kind of cut it to fit the frame. Ah, I snapped my rubber band. Smart beekeeper would have put these rubber bands on here first. All right, there we go. Oh, sorry guys. That's just empty comb there, no sign of the queen.
Put it in the bucket or?
Yeah, I'll get these bees off of here first. There we go. No, if that's what this is or not. Yeah, that's got some honey on it. No queen. Queen's the most important thing, if we can find her.
I mean, if you don't have the queen, do they exist?
They can make a new one. But if you can find her, then generally that's what you want to do. All right, this will go in there. Just put the lid on that if you would. And then that'll go up there. All right. I don't see the queen. This will go in the orange bucket.
Does it go in the orange?
Yeah, orange, yeah. Get on in the box here, fellers.
It hit me now.
Are they? Thank God for the suit, huh? I really should have cut this piece off. I wonder if I could just use a pry bar in this gap here and just pop it open a little bit. Yeah, I think if I cut on both ends of that whole piece will come off there. All right. That makes it a lot easier. Yeah. I'm trying to locate that queen. Nah, I'm not seeing her. I see plenty of new larvae in there. So that means she's been here somewhat recently. All right, guys, sorry about that.
Another rubber.
Yeah. Stick one on this end here if we can.
See, but it takes a lot of patience to work this.
Yeah. I don't think she's there. Let's see. I don't see her. See how they're all up here licking the honey up? They don't waste a drop. They try to save it all. Boy, there's a bunch of bees. Come on, Queen, where you at?
She sticks out like a sore thumb, right?
She should. Boy, I'm telling you, there's some bees in this tree. Goodness gracious. Well, how about we take a break? My phone's dying. I can't have that.
They going into the camouflage?
Part of it. I got a little section of honey here on the top.
There she is.
See her?
Yep, right there.
How the day going?
Any idea what I did with that plastic clip?
You probably,
See her right there? How she's bigger?
sure enough.
This one if I have to, I guess. There she is. Yeah, big old girl. Yep, she's in there now. Right now I need to keep her in the shade.
I don't know what you could have done with that other one there, but
What's that?
I don't know what you could have done with that other one.
Oh, I don't know either. Orange bucket, please. Now see, they're already going to her up here in this clip.
That's amazing how you tricked her out.
Yeah. You see that big old butt, you know it's her. Alright, so this should go a little bit faster now. We're not looking for the queen no more.
Yeah, that amazes me how you tricked her out.
It can be a needle in a haystack for sure. If I set it like that, if I go get my smoker working, I can kind of puff the smoke and run the bees down there towards the hive. Maybe I can get them to go into the box.
Okay.
Find the hive.
Gotta
What-
be.
what- What time y'all get back from church usually?
Well, start at 3. We're back for 7:30,
Are you?
8.
Okay. Yeah, that ought to be about the time it's getting dark. I might try to swing back over here then.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe they'll get things figured out by then. So I ended up doing just that. I left the box of bees right there butted up against the tree. And after it got dark, I came back and got them. And I mean every single bee had went in the box. Not a single one was left outside. I threw a mesh bag around them so they wouldn't get out in the car while I was driving home, and I took them and stuck them in the bee yard until morning. Alright guys, here's the hive that we cut out of the tree yesterday. As you can see, I've got a mesh bag over them. That's because I was transporting them inside the car. I wanted to make sure that none of them could get out. But you can see that a lot of them are outside the box and trying to get out of the net. So we will help them out. Alright, let's go ahead and release these girls. I tied my knots too tight, and whenever I've got gloves on, I have no dexterity. Let's see if I can use this tool to get her started here. There you go, guys. Or I should say gals. Hit the hot trail.
this bag inside out so there ain't no one stuck. There we go. That's got them. Alright, so there they are. I was going to say I'll open their entrance, but as you can see, they found a way out anyway, so I'll just pop this entrance open. And then the majority of them can come and go. Let's have a look inside and see how they're doing. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of them in there. All right, we'll give them a little bit to kind of settle, and then we'll look and see how the queen's doing. All right, we're gonna peek at these bees and see how they're doing. Have a look at the queen too. Seem to be doing pretty good. You gotta remember, we gotta be careful because comb is just cut and held in here with rubber bands, and it looks like some of the rubber bands have been broken already. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, see that one there stuck. Maybe start over here. Okay, this is the first frame I did. And you can see they've still taken to it, so we'll set this down here out of the way for now. Over here and remove the next frame. Looks like the rubber band on this one has been broken already, but the bees are tending to the brood and seem to be doing all right. Again, we'll lay this one over here to the side. Believe it or not, these rubber bands that I used, the bees will cut these rubber bands and remove them themselves. Here in about a week or so, I'll be able to look outside the hive and there'll be little rubber bands laying where they've drug them out of the hive and kicked them out. You can see here there's a rubber band hanging. They've already cut that one. They'll start to build wax and solidify these pieces into the frames, so they should be good to go. All right, we're going to look down here and see how the queen's doing. I see her down there. Okay, I'll pull this out for now. Reach down in here and get the queen. There we go. All right, let me put this hive back together. All right, so here is the queen clip. It's a cage that houses the queen. The queen is too big and she can't fit through these slots, but the rest of the workers can, so they can get into her and they can feed her and take care of her. You're not seeing the queen obviously because there's too many workers in here. But let's go ahead and get some of these off of here. Okay. I know that you'll be able to see that's the queen right there. She's down here in the bottom now. got some of those bees out of there. You can kind of see her big butt sticking out right there. She's up here at the top now, just walking around. That's the queen right there. Alright, now I'm actually going to set her free on this plastic piece so you can see her a good bit, and let her crawl into the hive. There she is. See her? There she goes down in the crevice and down into the hive. All right, remember what I told you about here in a week or so that there'd be rubber bands drug out? Right there's a rubber band. They're dragging it out of the hive. So they'll cut those rubber bands and they'll pull them out of there all by themselves. If you look at the comb, you can actually see, I don't know if I'll be able to show you on here or not. So it's been 2 days since we did the cutout, and they've already attached this comb that we cut. They've made these little bridges and glued it to the sides, stabilizing their comb. So it doesn't take them long to settle in. They get right to work. All right, looking down here in the hive, you can see that rubber band's loose. This one here's loose. There's several of them down there in the bottom, and they're working on dragging them out of there. All right, we're marking the queen. We got her in here. Some of her workers are trying to get to her. There's a worker in there with her. And get her situated here. There she is. I've already put a white dot on her back. I'm going down there, girl. I need your back, not your front. Okay, see the white dot there? I'm just going to put one little dab of blue. Looks like an eyeball. I'm just barely pressing on her, not hurting her at all. Now I'll leave her in there and let her dry just a little bit so that paint stays on and the other bees don't wipe it off on themselves. Lay her here in the shade.
There.
Yeah. All right, guys. There's the queen. See her right there? Take the plunger down, and we're going to release her right back into the hive here. There she is. All right. Queen is marked. So overall, these girls are doing good, adapting to their new home. They're going to stay in here until I can get a little bit more bee equipment, and I'll be able to set up a full-sized hive for them. So we'll just leave them right there and let them do their thing. Lots of gathering activity is coming in, so they've been out gathering pollen and nectar and stuff. They're doing fine. All right, guys, so there you have it. That's the whole process. It took a good while to get those bees out of there. I think I started at 9 in the morning, somewhere around there, and I got done around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, of course, we had to wait until evening and come back and get the bees whenever they got back in the box. I checked on them today. It's a little bit cooler of a day, and it's maybe a week later, and they're doing fine. They're building comb, they're laying eggs, they're happy as can be. So we did good. We got them taken care of. Here in the near future, I'm going to be getting some more bee equipment. I need some tops and some bottoms to my hives, and I'll be able to put together a full complete hive for them and get them moved over. So they're going to do just fine, and that's pretty much it. Guys, thanks for watching. If you've come this far, I really appreciate it. Please hit the thumbs up. It helps push my videos out to the general public. And if you want to see more of this content, subscribe. All right, we'll see you on the next one.